Hey everybody, hope you guys doing alright. So, I'm gonna try to get this out as well as I can. I know for myself, I know that one of the reasons why I continue to go back and forth with a particular person, I think it's because, I could be wrong, but I think it's because we shared, I think past lives, we've had past lives where we shared a lot of time together. Or maybe not even a lot of time, I don't know how long, but whatever we did share, it was profound. It was profound. Okay, it was some shit like you just don't forget. Um, I still think she's my twin, like twin flame, like other half of myself, whatever you may call it. I still don't think that about any other person, and I've never before her or after her met anybody else whom I think is that other than her, and I still feel that same way. I just don't think with everything that's gone down, like from my perspective, I'm like it's hard. I can't put myself in a place to where I feel like it works out. Like I just right now I can't imagine that based on the situation that I'm in with where she's at and everything that's going on. I just can't do it. It's not meshing up. And when I was in spirit earlier, sleeping and kind of meditating, this is what came through. That she's she's trouble. That's what came through. I'm not saying that she's intending to do trouble or that anything like that, but that's what came through. And then there's just everything else that's happened, and the state that I'm in, the state that she's in, where the world's at, what's needed, where I'm at. So all these things, it just led me like to that. Like I just like because yesterday she advertised she was gonna do a stream. Sorry if it takes me a little bit to talk, but and upon seeing that advertisement for her to do like she was like set the stream date like she was gonna do 1 in 2 hours. I saw that around 8, sometime around 8 in the morning, and like seeing her like I'm not trying to hurt her. I'm just explaining things to hopefully give her some catharsis as to why things are going. I know for me when I know why things happened, sometimes that can help alleviate some of the pain. So maybe this will do that for her. So when I saw her attempting to or saying that she was going to do a stream, I don't know if she did or not because I wasn't on YouTube at the time. But when I saw that, it was like, wow, like, it was good to see her. But then, like, real quickly after that, because earlier in that day, there was like right before I saw that, I saw a bunch of shit on YouTube that was indicating to me that she was intending to like there was some shit about like not wanting peace, like just wanting to fight, like wanting to blame shit, and just like a lot of like funky, just like not like loving, like just funky low vibe, like more of that blame game mentality way of doing shit, which I just don't agree with or like or think is even good at all. And so I saw a bunch of that shit, and then I got some comments that were telling me not to get lost in the flesh and all these types of things, and I'm sitting here thinking, it's like, damn, that feels kind of like what I'm falling into. And beyond that, though, I don't want to focus on it. So when I saw her advertising to do the fucking stream, what I was hit with was I was already in kind of a funky mood because I'd seen signs that she was wanting to fight and no peace and all this like perpetuation and more negativity. And then the title of it is fate, but I don't know, man. Like there was nothing positive or like her. There was no indication of her wanting to move towards a good reconciliation based on what I observed. Especially when I had just observed signs of her wanting to hold on to some type of pain or hate or angst against myself. And I get it. Like I've done, she feels like I've done her harm, like I've hurt her in some type of a way. And it's like I think a lot of it has to do with like me changing my mind. And if anybody should understand that, it should be her because she done changed her mind a lot. Uh, and I get it too. She's an Aquarius. Like 1 minute she's feeling something, another minute she's not. So that's why she changes her mind. I do a very similar thing. So I haven't like I just feel like sometimes she thinks like I've set her up and like thinking that saying things like I'll be there forever. Like at that time I really wanted to be. Like yes, I know it's so I look back on it, it was kind of silly, but there still is a part of me that it's kind of foolish, but does kind of want that because at the end of the day, I know that like whatever it was that we experienced wherever it was, however long ago it was, or whatever things were in set to allow that type of moment to exist, it was that good to where it's something that's continued to bring us back to each other time and time and time again, with regardless of all the shit that's happened in this fucking lifetime, in this reality. So whatever it was fucking good. To me, it felt like love, like that highest love that I've always wanted, and then like I feel like I've also had at one point. So I think it was with her, but for love does have requirements. Like for two peoples to really come together in love, like to me, there's certain ingredients in order for that love to be at a certain high, true, genuine, authentic level. Now, again, people can like it's the progress like that's the merging. It's like when you guys do come together, like it's in the acknowledgement and the agreement that you are in this thing and you guys want to love each other and share your lives with each other and also grow and to build and to move into a good spot that's healthy for you both equally. Not like I'm not equal, like I'm not the type of dude that sits here and thinks that a man should be telling a woman what to do all the time. No, I think that's fucking crazy, to be honest. Like it's whoever has the best relationship with love should be leading the way for that particular situation. It's not for all situations, but for each, whatever the topic may be, if somebody seems to have a better handle on it, then they should be allowed to lead in that way. And then you guys should have like, I think like having a guideline for each couple or family or person or organization or even nation to follow is a good way to keep a person or an organization or couple healthy and away from falling into reckless fucking, like destruction and negativity and fighting and conflict, which ultimately a lot of times will bring people down, often lead them into other areas of destruction and sin. It's going to feed the fucking demons and fuel the demons, which is going to continue to perpetuate more negativity and misery in their lives, in your lives, which is going to affect others in a miserable way. So it's just this long chain of shit that follows when relationships, when things don't work out well, and even in friendships or just in life. And a lot of it's because we don't have a real good set guideline that we really truly believe in. Because from what I've seen in this world, like the word, the Bible, Yahushua, like the message is there and it's out there, but again, and I think this is largely by design, it's been largely construed to where it's turned into this thing that's really more about self-preservation more than anything else, which I think is not at all what Jesus was trying to share with you guys. The self-preservation comes from your unconditional love for everybody else. That's where it comes from. It's not about just you accepting Jesus and getting on your knees and knowing that he's your Lord and Savior and that's all you have to do. Like that's the main consensus I feel with a lot of Christians is just that. It's just them acknowledging that Jesus is your Lord and Savior and just do that and you're good. Like that's unfortunately seems to be a lot of the MO when it comes to Christians these days. And I think that's not at all what Jesus wanted. And even if it was what he was wanted, I would like to have a conversation with him because it's not right. And based on his words, like it's not even in good accordance with what his word is about. This is why I don't think this is what he would have wanted, because he's all about harmony for everything as much as possible, as often as possible. So he would want you to, he was the one who was all about helping out the sinners, not pushing them away, not just castrating them or ostracizing them or isolating them. No, he was about helping them, which requires action, which requires you to dive into these people's problems in order to help them out. You have to deal with it to an extent. Now you also got to make sure you don't get fucked up, but you got to be willing to take on a little bit of that pain in order to help them out. And this is what I feel Jesus was, and that's what his message is all about. He fucking put his body on the cross, and one of the most which I think that story might have been misconstrued, but the message is still sound and still very true and powerful, and it is all about sacrificing yourself, your body, your energy, your efforts, your resources for that of others. That's what his message was all about. So when I continue to see Christians out here fucking speaking in a way like they know what he's talking about, and yet their message is all about just self-preservation and that really fucking being it, and meanwhile there's 40,000 kids that die every single day from not having enough food in their bellies, and you guys think you're on the right track on shit, it's like, damn, like that's fucked up. Like that's how far gone you guys have gone, is that far, and it caters in to your laziness, to your sin, to your neglect, to you not wanting to get out of your comfort zone and help out those which need the help most. And that's exactly what the enemy would want you to do. And the way to really keep you there is to make you think that you're doing the right thing, when in actuality you're doing the wrong thing. And unfortunately, again, I think that's what's happening. So I got a little off tangent here, but my main point was just to come up here and to share with a particular person that, like, first of all, like, I've never had any intention to hurt you or to harm you, and I've never sent anything into the spirit or done any action or meditated anything that had anything to do with hurting you. So whatever I've done to you, just know that it has not been my intention to cause you harm. I've not put on any type of, like, two-faced, like, I'm going to pretend to like her and then just fuck with her head. No, I have not done any of that. Like, I'm sorry if you think I have, but I have not. It's just been me changing my mind and not knowing what's going on, and that's just it. It's exactly it, is that. That's why I've been so adamant to, like, hey, what's going on? Like, that's been a pretty adamant theme since this exchange has started, is me having that concern, that feeling of not knowing what the fuck is going on. So based on that premise, I think it's fairly reasonable to deduct that is exactly what's been going on. And it should be, because that is exactly what the fuck is going on. So, I'm sorry the way things have turned out. I really am. And I don't know what's going to happen in the future. But I do know right now, I feel much better about my heart, my place, with the Draconic Priestess. Like she's been there. Like my heart feels much better about trusting her than it does a particular person right now. Even though I know a particular person I feel is my twin flame, I just think that since that moment we shared, stuff happened to where she's evolved and adapted and changed in her own ways, and I've changed in my own ways. And unfortunately, those changes have also bred conflictions and differences in who we are now. Doesn't mean we don't still share shit that could be rejuvenated if the right circumstances were cultivated, but until then, this is, I think, what's best. So once this project is done, it will give us the opportunity for all of us to really, like, be who the fuck we are. Like, it's in regards to, like, high vibrational beings who came here to help people out, who want to live in harmony with nature. Like, that is what I think is what's going to allow us to flourish, is creating that space to where we can actually perform the supernatural. And well, first we need to cultivate and to grow and to learn about these supernatural abilities. But this will give us the opportunity to do that while getting good shit done, growing good foods, selling them at cheap, affordable prices. I'm a big proponent on that, because the money is the root of all evil, and that's exactly what's happening here in America. So that shit needs to change. So yeah, it's all going to get done. And this job that I'm going to be starting soon is going to help give me an opportunity to learn more about, because it's literally one of the biggest fucking distributors. Like, it's not just a grocery store. It's a multifaceted. It's got jewelry station. It's got clothing. It's got a deli. It's got bakery. It's got like a little, like, Michael's fucking. I mean, it's huge. It's a huge store. I don't want to give specific names because I've had issues with people in the past fucking trolling me and, like, literally coming into my personal life and creating issues and havoc in my personal life because I've shared personal details. So because of that, I'm not going to tell you guys exactly where it is. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I just got the job. So I'm not going to tell you guys because of just shit that's happened in the past. But it is a place that has multiple different, like, clothing, food, tools, miscellaneous, just all sorts of food, all sorts of shit. Many different departments, jewelry. So, not that I'm into jewelry. Like, it's even got a video place. So it's exactly what I want to build, a multi-purpose. Like, it's got multiple different industries in one building. So it's great. It's a great place for me to go right now and to learn what I need to learn, to finish up things to a point to where I can present it to people that want to help. And then from there, hopefully we can develop an actual opportunity for others to come and do what they got to do so that we can help save the world and change this reality. So yeah. All right. I love you guys. Y'all take care. Bye.